Friends, let us today study about plastids. Plastid is a very important cell organelle, okay? And most important thing about plastid is that they are found only in plant cells, okay? And they are of various types. Today we will study all its types as well as its internal structure. Okay, students? Its internal structure. Numerous membrane layers are stacked one over the other, known as grana, meaning thereby there are many membranous layers which are kept one over the other and they are together known as grana, and its singular is granum. These are embedded in a material called stroma. The homogeneous matrix in which grana is embedded is known as stroma. So the question arises, what is stroma? Stroma is the liquid material present inside the plastids in which the grana is situated. It is similar to mitochondria in structure, and these plastids are double layered, meaning thereby there are two layers, one inner layer and other outer layer, and they contain their own DNA and ribosomes. DNA means it is the nucleic acid, deoxyribonucleic acid, and ribosomes are protein factories. So plastids contain both DNA and ribosome, and due to this they are able to synthesize some of their proteins. Okay, that's why these chloroplasts or plastids are also known as semi-autonomous bodies of the cell. So students, this is very important cell organelle and it is generally found in plant, and its structure is that it contains grana which is embedded in stroma, and it is very similar to mitochondria in structure. It is double layered, it contains DNA, ribosomes, and that's why it is also known as semi-autonomous bodies of the cell, because it is able to synthesize some of its proteins. Now let us discuss types of plastids. First type is chloroplast. Why its name contains the word chloro? Because chlorophyll is present in it, and it is present in all green parts of the plants. And this due to the presence of chlorophyll, chloroplast helps in photosynthesis in plants, and that's why chloroplast is also known as kitchen of the cell. Second type is leucoplast. Leucoplasts are white or colorless in color, and they are found in roots, and main function is to store starch, oil and protein granules. And the third type is chromoplast. It is colored plastids. They are colored plastids and they impart color to flower and fruits and make them very attractive, due to which pollinators are attracted and they help in pollination. And these chromoplasts are very rich in carotenoid pigments and lipids. Now let me describe the internal structure of chloroplast through this diagram. You can clearly see there are two membranes, outer membrane and this is inner membrane, okay? And the cytoplasmic material, the ground substance, the homogeneous material which is present inside the plastid or chloroplast is known as stroma. So the question arises, what is the cytoplasm of chloroplast known as? Then you have to answer it, stroma. And in the diagram you can see these stacked membranes, they constitute a granum, and this connecting strand is known as lamellae. And these are starch grains that are present in chloroplast, okay? And this is the circular DNA. Earlier I was telling you that chloroplast contains its own DNA. So here you can see that circular DNA is present there. These black dots are ribosomes. Ribosomes are also known as protein factory of the cell. So this chloroplast contains both DNA as well as ribosome. Okay, so student, I hope now you can clearly understand the internal structure of chloroplast. Chloroplast is a very important cell organelle and it is also known as kitchen of the cell. Hope students you understood the structure and function of chloroplast. Thank you.